Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast, and I'm here to present you my MLB picks for Thursday, April 12th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button below. This week, you can watch all my MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. And if you want to play the actual lineups that I'm playing every single night, visit my website at www.rotobeast.net. Alright, so, hey, another day of crushing MLB. Hey, cashed. Once again tonight, hey, things are looking very, very well right now. To start the season, if you want to check out, our results, or you want to just kind of see what's going on with us, outside of YouTube, you can go follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at RotoBeast. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I'm ready to jump into some MLB. It's a small 5 game slate. Not going to spend too much time on it, but I definitely think I got some good hitters to kind of get you going on this slate. Some solid value. And yeah, so hey, real quick before we jump into these picks, if you don't mind, please take a quick second, click that like button for me down below. It really helps me out, and I really, really appreciate it. And thank you very much. So yeah, hey, let's just get into it. Like I said, we do got 5 games. Hey, real quick though, that was crazy today. Today in one day we had 2 fights. You had Arenado charging the mound to get Perdomo. Hey, that was pretty wild to start the day off, and that was cool. And then the nighttime you had the big brawl with the Yankees and the Red Sox. Hey, that was crazy. And then I was watching Sports Center right now, and you got the guy Holt like, hey, I didn't want to fight, man. I wasn't trying to get hit by no Aaron Judge or Stanton. There was some big guys. It was hella funny, but. Hey, wild day in baseball. Things are exciting right now. So definitely, hey, let's just get into it though. So yeah, like I said, 5 games. All right, so we'll start at pitcher. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I like one guy a lot. Okay, and that's gonna be Barrios. I mean, this young dude. Hey, last year he showed us glimpses, and then this year. Last game, I mean, he gave up 5 runs against Seattle, but the game before he was lights out. I think he's gonna pitch somewhere in the middle of this. So if he's gonna give me, say 40, I would take that. I definitely would take that. I like him just in the matchup against the White Sox. The White Sox, I mean, they're an okay team, but they're not somebody I'm really scared of. I definitely think that they're a team that we could pick on this slate, and I'm really, really liking Barrios. But we also got Gio Gonzalez going against Colorado. I think Arenado will play tomorrow. Usually after things like that, it takes a couple of days, and then they'll get their suspensions or whatever. He's definitely going to get a suspension. But yeah, um, you know, Colorado, they do have some hitters, but Gio, he's a good pitcher year after year. He puts in work. Last game, he had 2 solid starts to start the season, and then he's going against the Rockies team that they do have some guys. They definitely have some really good hitters. But one thing I will note is Blackman's been out the past 2 games, and then you got like Cargo, who's a lefty. So I bet he doesn't have very good career numbers against Gio. So I definitely think that he can be effective in this matchup. But I don't know. It'll probably be between him or Barrios, kind of who I'm really gonna go with. I think that they are the top 2 pitchers on the slate. Then we'll go with Gray going against Boston. Um, he's 2-0 with a 2.84 ERA. So, I mean, he's not striking out the crazy amount. I think he's going to get 5 or 6 tomorrow, I would say, against the Red Sox. Heated rivalry. See what happened today. Hopefully, he doesn't try to hit somebody and get ejected. But yeah, I mean, he got you 31 and 33. I mean, that's a solid floor. And I definitely think he can have another good outing tomorrow. You got Porcello on the other side of the ball. I mean, these are all, he's a good pitcher. He's having a solid start to the season. 31 and 44 fantasy points, 2 good outings. So, I could definitely see this game. Possibly it could be low scoring, but with baseball right now, the way that stuff went down today, everybody's gonna be pumped up. So these guys could, either one could definitely either get blown up as well. But like I said, I mean, they both started the season off solid. It could be possibly, 3 to 4 run game or something like that. Nothing crazy. One of them gets a quality start at least. Then lastly, GPP. Kennedy going against Angels. Angels are swinging the bat. Pretty good right now. Don't get me wrong, but Kennedy, I mean, he's a good pitcher. He definitely is. I really like this guy. He's had 2 good outings to start the season as well. I just don't see him as a guy that's necessarily going to get blown up. I mean, it could definitely happen. He had, throughout his career, he's had problems with giving up the long ball. But, hey, he started the season off well. And I think that he's, if you want to pay down a little bit, if, a GPP gets somebody low owned, I definitely think that, he can help you out. He did come up with the, 52 last game. I mean, that's killer right there. So he does have the upside. Then we got Abreu. I'm sorry, yeah, no, not Abreu. My bad. I'm tripping. My first one that I'm gonna go with, but I'm not gonna be going with Abreu against Barrios. My first one I'm gonna go with is Gary Sanchez. The guy, he had a really monster game today. Swinging the bat well. I'm not gonna say he's gonna do this again, but he's one of those guys that he gets hot. Like I said, this heated rivalry, he's been due. He's been on a little bit of a rough stretch. So maybe this is a game that's gonna get him going. The tension in the rivalry. I mean, I'm really liking him tomorrow. Then I'm gonna be looking at a guy like Eric Hosmer. I mean, he's just a very fair price. I'm going against this guy Stanton. Stratton. Who this guy's not a very good pitcher in my opinion. I mean Hosmer, he's batting 333, so that's a positive. But I think he's a guy that he just gives you a solid floor. You can look after your cash games at a very fair price tag. Then we'll look at I like Zimmerman going against Bettis. Zimmerman's having a rough stretch to start the season, but he's still batting in the 4 hole. He has 3 really good hitters in front of him, and Eaton, Turner, Harper. That's a lot of people to get on base. He's getting the RBI opportunities. I think that he'll definitely be back in the lineup tomorrow. And I mean, he's just cheap. And last year, the first half of the season, I mean, he was pretty much the top hitter in the league. So the guy hasn't just forgot how to hit. He's gonna definitely pick it up, and I think this is a solid spot against this guy Chad Bettis. I mean, Chad Bettis, he had a solid start to the season, but I mean, he's not a guy that really scares me. So yeah, I like Zimmerman. Get a little value. Brandon Belt still batting in the middle of the lineup, going against Brian Mitchell. Who's Brian Mitchell? That's what I'm trying to ask myself. I mean, like I said, the guy, he has a little bit of a rough stretch. I understand, but this is a buy low opportunity. He's a really good hitter. Great lefty righty matchup. It is a pitcher's ballpark. I will note that, but I definitely think he's a cheap guy that you can definitely fit in other bats, big bats, etc. Also, Logan Morrison going against this guy Giolito for the White Sox. Giolito's 0-1 with the 6 earned run average. Minnesota Twins have definitely been putting up some runs. They absolutely destroyed. I played him this morning. What was his name? The Astros pitcher. Let me look. Man, I played this dude this morning. He got absolutely destroyed. Let me tell you real quick. Was it? No, it wasn't McCullers. Let me see. Anyways, yeah, the Twins, they destroyed this dude, like absolutely destroyed him. It was the Astros pitchers today. I think it was, yeah, Lance McCullers. Like, I played him on early slate. He got absolutely destroyed. He was looking good. Then through 3 innings, he got 6 walks. How you going to have 6 walks in 3 innings? Ended up getting destroyed. Gave up 8 earned runs, and he was 77% owned. So, hey, Twins are swinging the bat well. Logan Morris, he's batting in the middle of the lineup. This guy has definitely an upside. He's due for a home run. I definitely can see it coming tomorrow. Now we'll go to second base. Brian Dozier, another Twin. Like I said, I am liking the Twins a lot tomorrow. Solid, he's a solid play. Home run upside, stolen base upside. Cozart, I understand. I like Adam Kennedy a lot. Don't get me wrong. I like Adam Kennedy. I'm sorry, Ian Kennedy. I'm sorry, Adam. Ian Kennedy a lot. But I think that there are a couple Angels that can, hit a home run. And, this guy, He's been swinging the bat very well. I also like Mike Trout. Those are probably my two Angels I'm going to be looking at for GPP plays. Could be one-off home run plays. So yeah, I'm liking Dozier. I like Kozar. Merrifield, bats in the 2 hole, due for a home run, has stolen base upside. Going against, well, actually, yeah, JC Ramirez. I mean, 0-2 with almost a 10 ERA. And that's all I got to see. And I'm like, hey, I'm in. So this is a guy I'm probably going to be attacking with a couple Royals as well. And then we'll go another. I like the Nationals going against Bettis at home. Kendrick's been swinging the bat well. Came through with a clutch double today to tie up the game. He's got on base. Even if it was just a 3, he got on every single game that he's played. He's like I said, swinging the bat well. Every game but one, he has a hit. He has 6 multi-hit games already. Like, hey, I like him. Very fair price tag. Like I said, I do like the Nationals. Lastly, where is he at? Oh, Joe Panic. Started the season off well. 310 batting average. Going against Brian Mitchell. Like I talked about Belt earlier, I like that middle of the order lefty stack against this no-name guy. Got a couple home runs that you didn't expect. Maybe he has a little power surge coming up or something, and it's a buy low opportunity. But yeah, the Giants, the lefties, they do look solid. Then we will go to third base. Arenado. I definitely think he will play tomorrow. Because, like I said, they do take a couple of days for the suspension stuff. I'm going against a lefty. You got to like him. He hasn't had the best start to the season, and he's due for a monster game. And, he knows that he's going to get suspended. So, maybe he tries to unleash tomorrow. Gets us a couple jacks against the lefty. But Gio has been pitching good. So, with his price tag a little bit higher, probably more of a GPP play. Sano, like I said, another twin going against the Giolito guy. The guy starting the season off well. Got monster ups, double dong upside. Rendon, I'm liking Rendon, another Washington guy going against Bettis. Mustakis, like I said, I like the Kansas City Royals going against Ramirez. JC Ramirez, to almost a 10 earned run average. Who else was I looking at? Where? Oh yeah, right here. Buy low opportunity. I mean, Longoria, I understand he's having a rough start, to the season with the Giants. But this guy, I mean, he's a former All-Star. He's a really good hitter. Past couple games been coming alive a little bit, I would say. And this is just a very cheap price tag for, last year. I played him a lot, to be honest, and he was around 3,500, 32 to 35. And 2,600 just, buy low opportunity for a really good hitter. So that's kind of where I'm at for third base. We'll go to shortstop. Trey Turner. Anytime he gets on base, he has stolen base upside. Batting in the 2 hole. Bryce Harper behind him, so he's getting a lot of pitches. He hasn't had the best start to the season, I understand. But hey man, I like this guy's upside. The price tag is up, so I don't know if I would really consider him a cash game play. Maybe a little bit more of a GPP. But it's something that I like the guy, so I definitely think if I had the money, I would put him in there. Gregorius starting the season off really hot. I'm liking this Red Sox Yankees game. It's like I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna be. You got 2 solid pitchers going, so is it gonna be a low scoring game, or are they all just gonna be fired up and it's gonna be long balls? But I do like Gregorius. He's been playing very well. Trevor Story going against a lefty. I like him. I think he has a career home run off of Gonzalez. I'll have to look that up again. Very fair price tag. And I like Escobar, twin, switch hitter. I mean, the guy he gets on base. Even if, I know he has some threes, he has a little bit of upside, but at least he's not giving me those zeros. Them twins, I like that twin stack tomorrow. Nunez, Boston. Hey, this guy, he has stolen base upside. He doesn't have a stolen base yet. I like this guy. And he's batting, in a soft spot in the order. This is a cheap guy. Probably a little bit more of a GPP though. I'll probably go with a couple guys that I talked about earlier. Crawford, another cheap guy you could look at. Giants lefty. Bryce Harper going against a righty. You always got to look at him. I'm gonna be honest. I like these three guys a lot. Harper, Trout, and Judge. On fire. Judge has got like 15 fantasy points in like I don't know how many straight games, showing you that solid floor. Harper against a righty. I like these guys a lot on the top end. Stanton's been hot or cold. I don't know if I'm really gonna go him. Maybe more GPP. Betts. Betts is on fire right now. I mean, he's giving you that solid floor. Really, really solid floor. But Sonny Gray is a good pitcher. Don't get me wrong, but this guy's just hot, and I definitely think that you can, go back to well on him. And let me see who else we got. Benettini, another Boston guy on the lower end price tag. Lefty righty matchup. I definitely think that he's a solid play. McCutcheon, he's going to be batting in the middle of that Giants order. Starting to swing the bat very well the past couple games. I like him. And then for a value play, I'm going to look at a guy like, where is he at? Eddie Rosario, batting cleanup, Minnesota. I think if this is just one guy, I'm going to be honest. If he's batting cleanup like he's projected, I'm probably just going to have him in my lineup in my cash games. I'm just going to add him right now. Get you a value play in there to my core. Like I said, I think if he's batting cleanup like he's projected, I like him. Let's see. So, we can't really chase this 25-point game, but for the most part, he's having a solid season. He has power, and I think there's gonna be a ton of RBI opportunities for him tomorrow. So yeah, hey, I'm gonna jump into this core, but before I do, hey, make sure that you drop a like for me, help your boy out. I appreciate it a lot, and yeah, let me get into this. All right, so. Let me pull this up. I had it written down right now. I know pitcher. I'm gonna go with Barrios. It's him or Gio. I'm telling you right now. I think those are the guys you got to look at. Then we will go. I gave you Rosario. I like him. Going Dozier. Third base. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Rendon. Hold on. Let's see. See, I like a lot. I'm telling you, I like the Giants lefties a lot. Rosario, I think, is just a cheap play. Like I said, if he's going to bat, clean up, um, and then shortstop. Let's see what's man. I like Story, but sorry, I'm thinking about this hard because I'm trying to make the right plays for you tonight. All right, I'm gonna pay up. I haven't really paid up too much. Well, a little bit, but I like Judge. I like Judge. I had to get some exposure to that game. I'm gonna go with Judge. So I like Judge, Rosario value, Rendon, Brian. Yeah, I like this core right here. I definitely like it. And like I said, my favorite other pitcher is Gio's probably gonna have a solid game, but the Rockies just have that lineup. Their lineup scares me more than the White Sox lineup. But hey, this is you guys have to make sure that you have your notifications on. This way, I'm gonna update this tomorrow for you guys. All right, tomorrow we'll say noon Pacific time. Okay, noon Pacific time. I'm gonna update this core 5 tomorrow. Let me look into it a little bit more. I definitely think that this is a solid start, and you can kind of see where I'm at. So yeah, hey, make sure you have those notifications on and you're subscribed this way. I'm gonna drop that core, a fresh one tomorrow, updated for you about noon Pacific time. All right, I'll talk to you guys then. Peace.